Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how we're going to automate your entire EHR and basically turning Athena into a real EHR. So let's get started. First, let me show you how all of this is empty, the orders, the allergies, the problems, right? And also disclaimer that this video is fully unedited. So now that I have said that, let's go ahead and show you DeepCura. Here you can see your entire schedule and even filter by provider. In this case, I'm going to get started by clicking here, Start AI Scribe. And DeepCura will give you 8 separate AI agents. The first one is the patient History Summarization agent, which will allow you to extract the entire data stored in the Athena EHR and even filter by data category, right? This in case you only want to focus the AI to only extract the problems in the labs. In this case, I'm going to extract everything. And also I'm going to use a very basic, simple prompt, such as generate a summary from these patient records. This is the instruction the AI will use. But in your case, you can use your own specific instruction for your own specialty. Let's say you want to highlight abnormalities from the labs, or maybe you want to highlight something else. You can do anything. Let's click here, fetch patient records. And then you can also disregard the entire initial process. If you don't need clinical foundational data to be used as context for the scribing experience, you can delete this, right? In this case, if you wanted to use that, you can simply click Start Recording, Complete Session, use your template, and then DeepCura can use this as context if you check this box, right? In this case, let me show you a fully finalized note. Let's say that you are happy with the note DeepCura made. I'm going to show you how DeepCura is going to automate everything using this node right here, right? And it's going to save you up to 30 clicks. Let's click here first, upload node to EHR. And these are the 7 additional AI agents that are going to automate, are going to give you end-to-end clinical and also administrative automation. In this case, the first step is the most basic scribe, which is really popular in the industry. But here is going to extract everything and also keep the rich formatting. You can also even customize here or edit if you want or if you need. And then simply you're going to click here, push note, once you are happy with the extraction and the rich formatting, right? This is something pretty standard. You might have seen this product like 30 times probably with 30 different companies. However, what I'm going to show you now is the breadth of workflow automation that DeepCura can give you that no one else can, and for the best pricing, right? So now we have moved to the second stage. We have pushed the node. While this is generating, let me show you here. Let me just update here to show you the progress. Perfect. So here right off the bat, we have saved you like 12 clicks probably. You can see here the reason for visit, the HPI, all of this beautifully formatted, the ROS, the physical exam, right? The AAP, which is assessment and plan, right? But now let's move to the next, which is quite challenging, is the problem management, right? You have to code and you have to manage the problems. And here DeepCura beautifully has allowed you to, you can do both. You can push to the problem section and you can push also to the diagnosis. This is pretty much the same, but diagnosis is what is happening today and problems are longitudinal. Just in case you're not aware how Athena works and you're new to Athena, I'm just explaining how it works. You can also add new problems and search here or the SNOMED code browser. If the AI didn't capture something, the AI will also provide suggestions, but at the end of the day, you are the responsible for coding. And then here, I didn't have any allergies, so it didn't capture anything in the source node. So let's go ahead and push the problems. Let's just wait a few seconds. Perfect. And now let's again refresh. So now you can see here, the assessment is here, but it's in text. What you might want is the structure diagnosis, right? So let's click again, reload frame. Beautiful. You can see now we have on the left all the problems correctly coded, and we have now the diagnosis here, the structure diagnosis. So you have both problem management and diagnosis management, which now we're going to add to the stack that we mentioned previously. We said we save you like 12 clicks. Now in total it's like 30 clicks probably, depending on how complex the patient is. But now the next beauty, which is the orders and medications agent. This is going to automate everything. So here the AI is suggesting you based on the patient context to order. These are some suggestions, and it will include a confidence score. In this case, I'm going to just for an example add this. And then let's add DME order, again the same, just for demonstration. Let's add one imaging order as well. And for the medications, let's order this just basic lisoprenol, right? And then also here it didn't capture vaccines, right? But if you have mentioned vaccines, you can also order from here, right? So let's do that. Let's now add all of those orders, and let's see. Perfect. So now we have saved you. Now we are probably around 40 clicks that we have saved you, but we're not done. We're only halfway there. Again, let's just refresh here, reload frame, and then let me see. We're gonna show you probably in the, let's see here. Perfect. Now you can see here it's associated to the problems, to the diagnosis, what you have ordered. So it's now, you see how we're adding every time we're automating more and more. But again, we're not done, right? Now we're gonna create a referral. In this case, that's true. I did have a referral in this note. Oh, sorry about that. My bad. I did have one. So let's simply click here, add this referral. We're gonna add the referring provider. You're gonna have your own list that you can search even here. And then I'm going to add the order type, the facility, and you can even change the urgency, and we're gonna push the referral. So now again, probably we are now in the 60 clicks. Probably we have saved you now, but wait, this is the best part, the billing. Well, one of the best parts, because it's also pretty tedious. So, okay, so we are around 60 or 70 clicks per patient that we're saving you now. So now let's wait for the billing. And now the billing obviously is going to look at the entire patient data stored in Athena, the diagnosis you created, and now boom, we have here the billing, the CPT codes, and the associated diagnosis codes, and the same pattern, right? DeepCura is again suggesting you some options based on the patient context. That is why it's really important in the beginning to have that rich context in the beginning, so that because that rich content is going to apply across every stage, and that is going to make it really powerful when it comes to coding and making accurate diagnosis, right? So in this case, I'm just going to push these two charges, and we're almost set. And now we have probably at this stage save you 70 clicks. Now we're going to create the follow-up appointment. How it works, basically, if you say we're gonna meet next week 7 p.m., DeepCura will listen and it will recommend you some slots, right? And you can say back to the patient, oh, you know what, we have this availability. What do you think about Wednesday at 10 a.m. on the 18th? And the patient might say, yeah, that's great. So yeah, then you click here, you book the follow-up appointment, and now you're all set. So now we are at what, 90 clicks now, something around that. And now we have finalized the patient handouts. Now DeepCura analyzes your diagnosis from that patient, and it will pretty spectacularly organize the possible patient handouts that you have already stored in Athena, so that the patient will receive, right? So I'm just going to add this stream, but you get the idea, right? So here are the selected materials for the care instructions, and now you're going to push this material, and the patient will receive that on their end. And that is why DeepCura right now is probably one of the best AI medical platforms in the US, because of this breadth and depth of automation that no one can. And now the best part is we're selling DeepCura at a starting price of $99 per month. We give you 1,000 credits. Most users wouldn't need more, but let's say if you see 20 patients per day, you might need to purchase an add-on. So we're talking about in total $165 per month for saving you 100 clicks per patient. You have seen right now on average, let's say you see 20 patients, that's 2,000 clicks that we might be saving you per day. How much? Imagine what that would represent for you. How would you feel saving that amount of clicks? Then the question is for you: is $165 worth it? The answer is for you to decide. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day. Hi, in this video I'm going to show you something you have never seen before, which is turning AdvancedMD into an AI EHR. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's test select the patient test. Let's do Tracy. I haven't done Tracy. Perfect. Just to get started, here in DeepCura, obviously the patient creation is automated as well, of course, as part of the AI EHR process. So here you simply click Start AI Scribe, and right off the bat, you get access to summarize the entire patient data from AdvancedMD as an initial summary. You can go as fancy as if you want date ranges. Let's say you only want the past 2 years or the last year only, and even go as far as going down to the level of data category. Let's say you only want a summary of the drugs or the allergies. In this case, I'm going to select a summary of everything. And you could even choose your own prompt. Let's say that make a table of the abnormal findings only of the allergies or the lab results, right? You could do everything, right? So right off the bat, you get really powerful context to be used for the AI Scribe. And here you simply click Start AI Scribe, start recording, stop recording, and then you select your template, and that's it. In this case, I'm just going to paste a note just to make this process faster for you. And here's the note we're going to use as the final output, and we're going to upload all of this to the EHR. Is up to 12 different problems, I believe. 13. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. You simply click here, upload to EHR, and now I'm going to show you the best part, how you're going to save up to 60 clicks. Again, 60 clicks, this is not an overstatement. Here you simply select your AdvancedMD template, and what it will happen is it will start matching one-to-one from the source node. So right off the bat here, you will save up to at least 30 to 40 clicks just to get started, right? And while this is generating, you can also start automating the problems, the lab orders, the appointments, and so on, right? So let's go ahead and let's also automate the problem management, what is being generated. And we're going to automate the appointment, the follow-up appointment, and the charge slip. Basically everything included from coding, charges, appointments, problem management, everything is automated, right? So here you can see we have 13 problems with the ICD-10 code, and you can even change the status here if you want, the problem date, the ICD-10 code. You can search with natural language. You can say left shoulder pain, and it will tell you exactly a code if you want to update it or if you want to refine. It will go even as far as recommending you codes. Like let's say that you uploaded this initial summary from the entire patient data in AdvancedMD. It will tell you like, hey, you know what? Here's the reasoning why you could include this code as well, right? And it's up to you to decide, of course. Let's go ahead and push the note here by just clicking. Here you can see it's everything, right? Even the vitals, if you have physical exam, that will be included as well. So let's go ahead and simply click here, push note on the bottom. Perfect. And let's go ahead now and push all of these 13 problems, I think. Yeah, 13 problems. Let's push them. We'll skip the lab orders because for that you need to pay the interface, but that is possible if needed. Let's go ahead and simply automate also the appointment. And here what will happen is it will show you some possible appointments based on the patient conversation, right? If you say, hey, you know what, let's meet the next week, it will show you some possible availability. I think, let's see if it works, because you can also schedule on behalf of your other users in the clinic. But wait, yeah, I think we might not have availability. Yep, sorry about that. Yeah, let me try to reextract. This is something we are still working, but in the meantime, yeah, let me show you charge sleep in the meantime. So the charge sleep is really powerful because it will automate the billing charges and also the entry, and it will also associate the problems, right, that we just did. Here you can see it added the 99-215 plus all of the codes here, right, which is powerful. And then also it's including, you know, the billing suggestion, like, hey, you know what, you order a lipid panel, let's add that as well. So let me add this here, and let's push the charges, right? Great. So wait, I'm just a bit stubborn. Let's see if the appointment we can, it's the only thing we have to fix, but I just want to be 100% transparent, you know, show you the system as it is today. Oh yeah, I think I have availability on this second. So let's try this one. Perfect, great. So yeah, now I feel better, like end-to-end automation. So here now let's go to Tracy, and let's click here, open chart. And you can see we have everything. This is at least 60 clicks. It's going to save you so much pain from data entry. This is what truly an AI EHR is. Let's go ahead now, the problems. You can see all the problems are here as well, right? You see all the problems, all the charge sleep, all the note into the individual fields, everything is automated. So let me click here. Here vitals, you can see the vitals here, the chief complaint, the history, non-medical medication allergies, the ROS. You can improve here the format. If you don't like this, we can also remove that very easily. The preventative care, everything's here filled. The history of present illness, the assessment and plan, right? Basically everything. You might be wondering how much this tool is going to cost me, like an eye or something, and the answer is no. It only costs $99 per month, and the best part is you don't even have to pay for the free trial. It's completely, again, it's a free trial. So AdvancedMD might charge you a fee. We will pay that for you. So why are we paying for your fee? Because we have 0% cancellation rate. That's right. In the last 2 months, 0% of customers have canceled this integration. Of why? Because because of what you exactly just witnessed, right? It's extremely powerful, and this is something they have never. This is something AdvancedMD customers have never experienced before. So let's go ahead and let's get started. And thank you for watching this video.
In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take a whole DeepCura note and have ECW distribute each section into its corresponding field. All you have to do is go into your patient's progress notes when you saw that patient, and you're going to go into the scribe section. And here you're going to paste the whole DeepCura note that you generated. Now, the way that ECW is able to do this is by having the note have a certain set of commands, a certain syntax. And if you want to know what this syntax is, you can simply go to I and you'll be able to explore it there. But we already did most of the work for you. We set up a template that will already have this proper syntax in it that will allow ECW to pretty much distribute the note that is made on DeepCura into this progress note. So if you go to the template library, you'll find this ECW template, and you can save it into your library like I'm going to do here. Pretend you didn't see that ECW template there. Let's pretend I'm saving it for the first time and click save. and then you simply pair it with your audio. I am going to attach an audio here and process it. And while that processes, I'll take the opportunity to show you one cool thing about this ECW Scribe is that you can also add a command for orders to have ECW create orders for you. So we've also implemented this into the template where for any orders you mention, DeepCura is going to write order and then the whatever needs to be ordered, and that's going to prompt ECW to create that order. So I'm going to show you that. Let's just wait for this to finish generating. All right, so what we're going to do, just for illustrative purposes, I'm just going to modify this order section because this is a completely fake patient. So let's say I'm going to order a CBC and I'm going to order lipid profile. Let's keep it simple. Oops, profile. But in your case, you wouldn't have to obviously do that. You probably mentioned it in your recording. So we're going to go ahead and click on the clipboard icon there and paste, and then click on Scribe it. Okay, so as you can see, I did get this error message. It's okay, you might get it. It just means that there is something in that note that it couldn't recognize, so it couldn't transfer it over here. But it's okay, it shouldn't be for a lot of the note, and whatever it is that errored out, you can simply manually input it. So as you can see here, it did a CBC and a lipid profile order, and then you can just go ahead and select whatever applies there. I'm just going to close it. So here, what remained here is what it couldn't transfer over. So you can simply manually do that, but it did already most of the work for us here. All right. So again, and it was even able to put in a couple of a CPT code in there. So again, you can find this template in your template library and simply have ECW do most of the work for you. No more individually having to highlight and copy and paste into each section.